In this video, I'm going to show you how to export and how to add a color card in the background. So in order to do this, you must have done the previous tutorial, which is called Toon Boom Harmony, Paint Tools, and Colors. And that brings you up to this point, kind of. I mean, you don't have exactly what I have, but I'm going to show you a couple things. If you notice in this area, part of the girl's hair is not filled in. I'm going to actually fill this spot in. Oops. If you're not already selected on your actual, you have to, if you're not coloring in, if it's not painting, check in your timeline, make sure that on your layer, you're clicked on the frame that you need to fill in, and then I'll go ahead and fill in that spot. And I'm on my unpaint tool. There we go. Okay. But this area is not painted right here, and that's very important, as well as these chest pieces outlined in black. You see some of them on the right are filled in, but these on the left are not filled in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export. This first time I export, I don't want you to do anything. I just want to show you something. I will do File, Export, Layout Image. And then I'm going to call this Rainy Day 1. Oh, your destination path has to be set. So mine is set to the desktop right now for easy access. Yours defaults to somewhere else. Click on Browse. Find out where you want to set it to. You put it in your documents or wherever, but I'm just going to set mine to the desktop for easy access. That's important so that you know where to find it. Then under File Pattern, the default actually says %S, %F, okay? Actually with a space, and that's an ampersand. Percentage. There we go, with a space in between. That just takes the default names of what you have for this particular scene and pops that in. But I'm going to give it a specific name, which is Rainy Day 1. And then make sure your image format, which I think the original default is PSD, change it to whatever file type you'd like. There's a bunch here. I do recommend either JPEG or PNG for these purposes. And then the rest we'll talk about another time. Go ahead and click OK. Now I'm going to take a look at that file. Anytime you have a file that's created on your desktop, let me delete these two. It additionally has an Excel file. You don't need that right now, so you can go ahead and delete that if you want. Here's Rainy Day 1, and as you can see, what happens here is anything that wasn't painted, anything that's not painted, such as the background, gets filled in with black, as well as this area right here, part of her hair is not filled in. So when I go back to my preview, you'll see that her hair has disappeared because it was just outlined in black and there was no fill. And it just fills in everything with black everywhere. So in order to make sure that you have something to contrast it to, you may want to use a color card if you don't have any painting in the background. How we do that is we come here in the timeline, and just where we did that drawing, we adding a drawing layer right here, right above drawing, click on color card. So click the plus sign, click color card. It defaults to white. You can change this color. We'll visit that later. But now when we export it, and I would like you to add that color card, so pause the video, add it. Then come here, click on File, Export, Layout Image. Make sure you set your destination path by clicking on Browse and choosing where you want it. Make sure you give it a name, and make sure you change the file format to JPEG in this instance, but you could change to anything here, and click OK. And now, oh, that file name, I actually reset it as 1, but let's go to Finder. It re-exported and just wrote over that. And now I have that white background. I did not fill in this area, so now it's just showing the background white. I would have to go back and fill it in with the color. This is a great way to find out if you're filled in where you want it to be.